Hey boys and girls, happy almost Halloween. We are going to make a haunted house drawing together, which I'm so excited about. And I'm going to tell you that for this project, you can use paper, you can use whatever you have at home or whatever you have at school to draw on, and then something to color with. And we're going to start talking about color more second quarter, but I want to show you some different supplies today if you have a chance to use them. I want you to start thinking about using different colors like secondary colors and things outside of just the regular rainbow colors like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. So things like magenta and teal and lime green and things like that. So different colored markers other than the traditional are so nice. It's nice to see just a variation of color when we do our work. And then these are called color sticks. Crayola makes them. Other brands do too, but they're just like crayons without the paper, and they're really nice for coloring in big areas and backgrounds to make it a lot easier. Twistables are wonderful because they're like colored pencils that you don't have to sharpen, you just twist them. And then regular crayons, and they are wonderful. Crayola, of course. And then construction paper crayons, if you've never heard of them, are great. They look bright and pretty on paper. So I just want to share that with you today. All right, when we create our haunted houses, I also want to tell you that I want to see your creativity. I want to see what you come up with. So just because I'm doing something a certain way does not mean that yours has to look like mine. I want you to just try your best. I also want you to put your pencils away. We don't want to use pencil today. And I just want you to go for it with a black marker or a black crayon. I'm going to use black marker. That's what I used on mine to draw with. And then if you just, whatever you have, if you have a black crayon or a different color, that's totally fine too. But I'm going to draw today with a black crayon, and then I colored in with a combination of crayon and marker and color sticks. And you can do whatever colors you would like. In fact, I love to see the different types of colors that you use and come up with. It's so fun to see these projects and the creativity that comes from you. So I'm going to show you how I drew mine, but you can do yours however you would like. And remember that this is a shape haunted house, so we're using the shape design that we've been talking about last week and this week, and coming up with different shape ideas for our shape haunted house. Okay, so the first thing that I did is just right up toward the top of my paper, I'm going to draw, it looks like a little teeny tiny house, and it's actually just going to be part of our haunted house that's hanging off of the roof, because real spooky haunted houses typically have many different levels and layers. So I'm just going to do a triangle with a rectangle underneath, and you can do it whatever way you would like. I'm going to do a circle for the window, and I'm going to add a couple square windows. If you need to pause this at any time, please feel free if I'm going too quickly. Then I'm going to come up and do a triangular shaped roof, and I'm going to come in a little bit and do one line here, kind of like a trapezoid, and come down for the middle of the house. I'm going to draw a square in the middle of that to add a little window. I'm going to add a rectangle for shutters, another rectangle for shutters, kind of a weirdly shaped rectangle, honestly. I'm going to do 3 lines there, 3 lines there. And I'm going to come up here to the top, and I'm going to add another little layer. So on the left-hand side of my triangular rooftop, I'm going to come up and do a line straight up and a line straight up from this side. I'm going to do a line straight across this way as well. I'm going to add a circle for a window, and I'm going to add the rooftop, which is going to be kind of like a trapezoid. A line out, little line here, line across, and line down. Okay, and then I'm going to do some stripes on that also, some rectangles, just like that. And on the roof, I decided to do some bats. It looks like there are bats flying, but do whatever you want. Come up with your own designs, make it fun and interesting. So I just did boop, boop with 2 little ears, boop, boop on the other side for the wing, boop, boop, and then a little body, and boop, boop again to close it up. And you can just color that in with the black crayon or marker or whatever you have, if that's what you're using. And then I just did another one on the other side. Okay, so then I'm gonna come down and do another part of the layer. I'm gonna do line over, line down, and line across to make another trapezoid type shape. And then I'm gonna make these two lines go all the way straight down. And I'm gonna do a little door with a little circle doorknob. I'm gonna do another just square window with square, which is 2 lines inside to make 4 squares. I'm gonna do some more shutters because haunted houses typically have the old ragged shutters on the front. This one doesn't quite fit, so I'm gonna make it a little shorter. That's okay. And I'm gonna do some 3 lines on each of those. And then I'm gonna add a little fence down here because it just adds some character and it's kind of fun. I'm gonna do 2 rectangular shapes and then lines behind those. I know I'm going kind of fast. I just trying to get it all in, and you can always pause when you need to. And again, make yours however you want. I would love to see you come up with a really cool haunted house, but I don't want to see pencil. We're going to try not to use pencil anymore now that we're getting into the school year. It just doesn't look quite as nice, and students always like to erase when they're using pencil, and you really don't have to. It's okay to make mistakes. Okay, and then from here, I added a huge moon behind it because, you know, Halloween and spooky kind of full moon. So up here at the very top of my paper, I'm gonna come around and stop. Go up to the top of my paper or start here, whichever one's easier. I might start here and go around to the top. So it looks like you have a round moon behind it. Mine's a little bit wonky. I should have went in just a little bit more, but that's okay. Going too quick, sorry. I also added a cat to my rooftop there. So I'm gonna add a little cat. For that, I just did triangle ears, then around to the leg, a big arched back with a little tail comes down, and then I do another arch in the middle. And then I did a ghost over here. For the ghost, you just do a round head, a circular kind of, I don't know, sideways rainbow, I guess, for the arm-ish shape, and then down at the bottom to a point. Eyes, you can just color in ovals and an oval mouth to make it real cute. Okay, so also you can add some shapes, some extra shapes, because this is a shape project. So on this rooftop, I decided to do some polka dots, some partial polka dots, or just circles are all polka dots are. Some partial ones and then some full ones. So there you have it. If you want to do the same drawing, of course, that's totally fine and probably easiest if you're doing it in the class to follow along with it. But, you know, if you're doing it at home, you can do something totally different, or in the class. Like I said, and we'll keep saying, I would love to see your creativity. So there you have it. The only thing I didn't get to do on my final one was color the background around it, which I would have loved to do as well. And I will probably go do that now. I hope you have a wonderful Halloween this weekend. I hope you're safe if you're going out, and I can't wait to see these projects. Bye, guys.